That last Shy Guy he's a piece of work. That kind is all of a piece, man. Fuck you, you floaty bitch. Come on, dude. Lock in. Apollo, I didn't see your message, but it's such a thrill to see a partnered streamer write a message in chat. Can you type it again? Tee-hee-hee ass fucking scurrying run. Fuck you, dude. No. How about a Dark Souls remastered playthrough? You will never be 17 years old on summer vacation again. Kill the past. Let it die. Kylo Ren? Fuck you. You can play the hits again when they're 3 minutes long. You can't play the hits again when they're 40 hours long. I mean, if you went to a Weezer concert and they played the Sweater song like 7 times, you'd be like, Weezer's washed. And we'd be like, yeah, brother, it's 2024. You're just figuring it out? Fuck you. Any fuck-ass jumps here? Honestly, all of these jumps are harder than any jump in Super Mario Bros. 1. Can you just suck on your own shit, you fucker? Fuck you. You're comparing Dark Souls to Weezer? Miyazaki has never made Pinkerton, okay? That's all I'm saying. Fuck you. It's the hardest level I've ever seen. Apollo, don't do this. Skip this week. Skip this week. There's a trick to this one? Yeah, let me guess. Your teacher asked you for a 10-page essay. You wrote 9 pages and then put a picture of Jimmy Page on the cover. Excuse me, teacher, that's 10 pages? Sometimes there's no shortcut. You just have to do the work. Now, sometimes there is a shortcut. Is there a shortcut to this one? Fuck you. It's a dad joke. Thank you. I am a dad. I know you're making fun, but that goes kind of hard. I'm not really making fun. I'm just trying to make you have fun. Then people are like, why is he so mad? And I'm like, oh, right, I forgot. People forgot what like real anger looks like because they don't go outside anymore. You got to spend some time in a car, man. This is not real anger. This is video game anger. This is simulatory. This is nothing. Pick up Shy Guy 2, throw it at Shy Guy 3? Yo! Hang on. I didn't even consider that. She's got butter shoes, dude! I listen to Jens Lekman when I'm angry. Maybe it'll help you out. Okay, how's that working for you, Skibbity? Doesn't even make sense. Spending 4 or 5 days around family after moving out, now that's real anger. You need to appreciate your parents while you still got them, man. Come on. Shouldn't be mild annoyance, sure, mild annoyance. You're like, Mom, I'd already told you I can handle my own lunch today or something like that. You just go rest. But like anger, it seems maladjusted to me. What if they really suck? Skill difference? I think the problem today is people are so eager to cut other people out of their life. No one's eager to cut people into their life. Get in here, guys. We're gonna hug it out, okay? There has to be a reason for the hover ability. The reason is because she's wearing a dress and it's 1987. This shit was not made for Mitch Flower power, okay? Darling! I never want to see this shit again as long as I live. She's so slippery, man. She's so slippery. When did Peach dye her hair? I think this is Swayze, right? This is not Daisy or Peach. This is Swayze. Slippery Biden. Slippery Biden. Peach is wearing butter sandals. Peach is wearing butter sandals. Slippery Biden. I still think they were kind of cooking something up with Slippery Skibbity Biden, man. I know we've been over it, but... Massive -2. Almost as bad as Hawk Tua. It's nice to make you laugh, but it's even funnier to make you mad. That's the thing. That's the thing you gotta realize about humor, people. Say the joke you made in pre-chat. I don't think I was in pre-chat today. I was live real quick. I think you have consumed too much cannabis indica and it has compromised your sense of time. You might be thinking of like a Friday back in 2018 or something like that. That's not toxic. I'm genuinely questioning their their short-term memory. It's for cats? Sativa? I don't know about all that. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. I think it's that I'm too fast. You're the fucking worst, man. If you jump right as you land, you jump higher, which will get you over the third Shy Guy. Joe, is this true? Because I felt like I jumped right as I land there. I would never lie. Okay, I guess what I'm asking is, do you believe it's true? Because there are sometimes I don't get like. Wait a minute. Joe's cooking, dude. Joe's cooking! Get me out of here, Joe! Skibbity, my talkie! Joe is using speedrunner language! I've never seen this shit in my life, dude. There's whales in this game. Pull up and board the rocket. They're even more acidist than I am, which is kind of crazy to say. This game looks sick. I'm dead. I died. I don't want to see any more Nintendo World Championship levels that are like jump on, like ascend 20 moving platforms. I guess they were stationary, but you get the idea. I'm kind of shit-talking Metroid. Elden Ring's okay, but there's no whales in it. There's a hippo. Nuke the whales? You gotta nuke something. Oh god, he's got boner skelly. Real recognize real. Did you know that the only reason Truman didn't nuke the whales is because one of his cabinet members was like, don't nuke there, I had my honeymoon there? It's kind of a crazy piece of American history. Fuck you, dude. Anybody in chat insanely sweaty right now? Not really. Not particularly. I don't even know. See, now, here's what I'm thinking. Is like, after the stream today, should I go to the tennis courts? It's cloudy, and it's, like, a little cool. Does that mean the tennis courts are going to be less busy? Or does it mean they're going to be more busy because it's an uncharacteristically cool summer day? So people are like, finally, I'm not going to be too sweaty in the heat. Or does it not matter because boomers planned out that they were going to go to the tennis courts like in fucking May 2003. And they're just kind of riding that plan out of inertia for the next 21 years. Probably that one. That's what I'm saying, man. Why don't you use your fucking your umbrella, man? I think it's because I'm actually too good. So I can't hover because I'm off screen. Fuck you. Just go slightly slower? That's not the game. Tennis court anecdotes? There aren't any, except I will say, you know, having been at like 6:30 a.m. Oh, never mind. That was actually like way better. 2 times on the weekend. There are a lot of motherfuckers who show up at the tennis courts at like 6:50 and then literally like stretch for 45 minutes occupying a court while they wait for their opponent to show up. I'm finding that it's a tragedy of the commons that reminds me a little bit of the cafeteria, and I'll just talk about it for a second because we haven't had that much banter, even though it's been only banter. It reminds me a lot of the food court dilemma that people hate me for speaking the truth. I think you shouldn't be able to reserve a seat in the food court unless you have your food. Because I know that the reason you are getting the seat reserved is because you're worried that there won't be any seats available when you get your food. But what that means is that the seats that are there for people to sit in while they eat their food are being like 30% used by people who don't have their food yet, which makes a longer queue and it backs everybody up. It's like it's a traffic analog, you know? So the same thing at the tennis courts is that I feel like you shouldn't be able to like reserve a tennis court and just do yoga on it for like 30 minutes until your lazy opponent shows up. It's like, you know, was I a little pissed when restaurants started to do the thing that was like, we won't seat you unless your whole party is there? Sure, because sometimes my whole party wasn't there. But then, you know, you start to realize, like, they're doing it for a reason. Maybe it's better this way. Hang on, just a slightly slower. Thinking about food courts is boomer energy. Yeah, I know. Leaving your house is boomer energy. Okay, now, can we talk about, like, real issues? Instead of, like, holy fuck, this guy's in his 30s? I don't know the game drama from this weekend. I was outside. I'm sure there was some. Seems like there always is. Can you use your floater? Fuck you, dude. Did you learn backhand? Yeah, I'm one of those fucked up Andes where like my backhand's actually more consistent than my forehand. I think I gotta change my grip or something. Boom. Did you see China versus Canada in badminton? No. Let me guess. We won. Straight sets. Canada clears China in badminton, dude. Badminton, table tennis, all that stuff. Fuck you, man. Fuck this. Soccer? Yeah, if we got the Radio Shack quadcopter on us. Isn't China the best at table tennis? We say a lot of things satirically here, Apollo. You know what? I would consider... I'm having a good time seeing some of the highlights of the Olympics. I'm not trying to be a cynic about it necessarily. You know what would be hype? Canada versus U.S. gold medal basketball in the men's tournament. That would be sick. I would buy a Dylan Brooks jersey if Canada beats America in the Summer Olympics. Absolutely. Why do you keep calling him Dylan? Because the main reason I know Dylan Brooks is from all that series where he talked about being like a villain and then he got trounced and then everybody kept saying like, Dylan Brooks, get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. I didn't even know he was Canadian, honestly. Why are there 20 swimming medals but 1 basketball? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I feel like in order to make it a meritocracy in the overall medal standings, you should get the number of medals that is, like, on the team, in my opinion. Or at least like a gold medal in basketball should count as 5 gold medals in the overall rankings. Because there's a starting 5, man. Now, should soccer count as 11? Nah, because Olympic soccer isn't where they send their best. That's the World Cup, I think. I don't know. Climb. It's a free medal for the USA? Nah, Canada takes it this year for sure. LeBron's washed. Jason Tatum, he's a diva. Not a team player. Who else is on that garbage team? Steph Curry. 3-point merchant. If they ever got rid of the 3-pointer, he'd be washed. Kevin Durant, washed. Who else? Bam Adebayo, defense merchant. Defense doesn't win championships in the Olympics. Anthony Edwards, Adam Sandler's favorite co-star from his 2021 movie Hustle. Actors can't play basketball. Next question. Why don't you float? I'm losing it, man. Tyrese Halliburton, the pride of Indiana. Nothing but respect. Something's wrong with... Bro, she doesn't float. She doesn't float, dude. She only floats when you double jump? Oh, you have to, like, preload the float? Wrong. Wrong. Right? I think it's off-screen, man. I think it's when Peach is off-screen, the floating doesn't work, because she's been disinstantiated from the RAM. Fuck yeah. You can't float when you're going downhill. Okay, Skibbity, I see you. Basically, fuck Super Mario Brothers 2. I'm gonna say it. This is unironically like Super Mario Brothers 2, Dan's game. Super Mario Brothers 2 Japan, bat chest. Lost Levels clears this shit easily. Although, I will say the music in this does go hard. I'll give it that. Fuck you. I'm begging you to finish a run? You need to find intrinsic enjoyment in your life. You need to get into overnight oats, motherfucker. We're changing the world, people. I'm getting my chin dimple back. Justin didn't even eat breakfast. He's not a breakfast eater, and even he's on the overnight oats train. What's your excuse, man? Overnight oats merchant. Mickey Mouse breakfast. Couldn't hang in Jordan's generation when everyone was eating gruel. Doesn't count, you used maple syrup. Fuck you, dude. I don't eat breakfast. I'm allergic to oats. Okay, it's really, honestly, no disrespect. I don't know who you are. It's not all about you, though. That's the first thing you need to know. It's not all about you. Any tips to have it not come out mushy? It kind of is mush. I think that's worth noting. I guess my question would be, what do you want it to come out as? If not mush. It might be one of the mushiest foods out there. I also have to say, in my opinion, I got scammed, okay? Let's talk about it for a second. I was at the fruit market. Not a grocery store, a fruit market, okay? On Friday. What did I get? I got nectarines. DL Guigo was right. The nectarines go crazy this year. I got Envy apples because they didn't have Cosmic Crisps, okay? And then I was just walking by the plum section, and one of the workers there, she's like a 70-year-old Chinese lady, was like, you should get that bag of plums. They're delicious. I was feeling very like cosmopolitan, very in touch with my fellow man. I said, you know what? You just sold me. I'm going to get a bag of plums. Took that shit up to the cash register, scanned the nectarines, scanned the apples, scanned my bananas, scanned the plums. She said, that'll be $52. I said, 52 what? 52 what? Paid for it, like an idiot. Checked the receipt. Bag of plums was $19.86, bro. She sold the shit out of me. Are they good? I would say like they're about as good as like other plums, so like they're okay, but like, and there are a lot of them. Like I don't think it's like, it wasn't like 2 plums, but I was still like, damn. Plums are an autumn fruit? I don't know. I didn't have DL Guiga in the store with me. He was preparing for the ACTs. She must have been a spy. She worked at the store. Did I not mention that she worked at the store? Next time, though, I mean, the fruit from the market was good. Next time I'm in there, I'm going to put my fucking AirPods in, though. I'm not letting anybody get into my bubble and break my frame. And I know what you're going to say. Did you take them out of the fridge? Yeah, I tried them in the fridge. Then I tried them out of the fridge. They're still good, okay? I got them on the counter right now. I just didn't want to be overrun by fruit flies. Now, you got to recommend an overpriced fruit to someone at the store? The lady who recommended the fruit worked at the store. Am I... Am I suffering brain death right now? I don't work at the fruit market. Why don't I have the same incentives that she does, man? I wish I did. It sounds like they're working on commish. And honestly, like, this time of the year, the fruit sells itself, man. How much time do you have to go fruit shopping daily? I mean, I'd say I probably hit the grocery store 3 to 4 times a week. Here's the trick. leave your house to pick up your kid from daycare and then realize that, like, you know, you need something. It makes it pretty easy to fit in. She doesn't float. She simply doesn't float. She simply doesn't float. She doesn't know how. That's fine. Everybody's got to learn. She floats. Oh, personal best. Other trick, work less than 30 hours a week. Well, I wouldn't know, buddy, because I work 31 hours a week. Also, here's another trick for you. Don't watch House of the Dragon. That'll free up a lot of time for you. Sorry, Apollo. I don't make... That's a stray for you. You didn't really ask for that. Don't ask me if I saw China versus Canada in the first round of Olympic badminton. That'll give you more time to buy fresh food. Fuck you, man. Rapidly tapping jump helps you float farther. Okay, you ready? Yeah, it's possibly the worst piece of advice I've ever received in my life. And my first doctor was so old that he told me I should smoke more cigarettes. It's ridiculously bad. You should be ashamed of yourself. That story's not true, but there's an ounce of truth in it. I had bad eyes as a kid. So when I was like 5 or 6, my mom took me to the pediatrician, who was probably in his 60s in the early 1990s. So we're talking like this guy was old, right? They made them older back then. He gave me an eye test, which I can only imagine that I've failed badly. And then my mom was like, does he need glasses? And then he said, he'll probably never be able to be a jet pilot, but he doesn't need glasses. Maybe 7 or 8 years later, I was watching the Super Bowl with my parents, and I said, Mom, what's the score? And she said, holy shit, you can't read the TV. Now, please keep in mind, I'm a little on the older side. The TVs were a lot smaller back then. And she was basically like, holy shit, you can't read that? And I was like, nah, I haven't been able to ever. And they were like, you got to go see an optometrist. And I said, okay. Took the optometrist test? Probably got like a 0, and everybody thought, like at first they thought I was deliberately trying to throw on the test to get glasses and be cool. Then they were like, yeah, he probably should have been wearing glasses like his entire life up to this point. Thanks a lot. I'm not gonna, name drop him because, like, just playing the odds, the pediatrician is definitely fucking dead now because he was 65 in 1993, but like, kind of screwed me a little bit. Yeah, just fall. Just fall, man. No, I'm not saying I got the last laugh. Do you have a plan, or are you just winging it every time? Do you have a plan for what you're gonna do with the rest of your day? Because like I'm gonna not be live in like 40 minutes. The day's still young. It's only gonna be 2 p.m. Pacific. You can still like do some laundry, fresh set of sheets on the bed or something like that. $5 p.m. PT? Wow, your day's pretty much over at that point. I'm not gonna moralize to you. Fuck you, dude. I do have to do some lunchtime meal prep, though. That's for certain. Is there a float meter? No, you just gotta... If she goes off the screen, she doesn't like floating, man. You guys are... The jumps don't fucking work, man. The jumps don't work. What's her deal? I don't know, man. You know how she is. She doesn't jump, man. She goes slower. It's a speedrun game, dude! Worst potato chip you've ever had? I don't know the answer to that question, but I will say, Magresta, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, okay? When you said on Twitter, you didn't at me in the tweet, but you said, don't believe Canadians, ketchup chips and all-dressed chips are not all that. I just replied. I forgot that, like, by me replying, like, it creates an asymmetry. You're allowed to not like ketchup chips and all-dressed chips. And even I'll say ketchup chips, like, I can see it. But I'm surprised. I disagree. I think ketchup chips are pretty good. I'm surprised at the unwarranted all-dressed hate. I don't think there's any reason for that. It's just great flavored salt. Is that the rocket? Yeah, that's the rocket. Okay. I used to think ketchup chips were the default as a kid. They should be, man. I know I've had this take before. Maybe they shouldn't be the default, but all flavor should be the default instead of regular. It's the same way people are like, oh, you can't do anything fun because of, like, liability. You can't wear your roller skates inside a Costco because of insurance issues. I was at that birthday party this weekend for a 6-year-old. They had 2 kinds of chips. They nailed everything except the chips, okay? And there was pizza, there were chicken tenders, there was sushi, there were chips, there were fruits, there was candy. The 2 kinds of chips they had, Ruffles plain, Tostitos round with no salsa. You know why they had to have Ruffles plain? Is because they want to get something that appeals to everybody. I got no problem with plain as long as it's in addition to another thing. But at least, come on. Throw some barbecue in it. Throw some ketchup in it. Throw some sour cream and onion. Even though it's not my favorite flavor, I would accept making the flavor franca for potato chips, sour cream and onion. Who's not gonna be stoked to have a sour cream and onion chip instead of a Lay's regular? Like a Lay's regular in a pinch, sure, if the factory's out of the good salts, but you could make the default sour cream and onion and nobody would bat an eye. It would be a net good for humanity. Sour cream and onion is awful. You are putting on airs. The human brain is designed to eat sour cream and onion chips and send a message to your cerebrum that it's the greatest food you've ever consumed. Sorry, you're pretending. You're LARPing. You're LARPing as Gordon Ramsay. You're LARPing as Anthony Bourdain. It's in your DNA. The aftertaste is bad. You know what the aftertaste is when I have a sour cream and onion chip? Another sour cream and onion chip, because after I taste it, I'm tasting it. You learn to float! Fuck you. What about shrimp flavored chips? Cat food. People don't like my takes on these, but you know, I lived in Korea. I'm just one guy. I'm not trying to tear down the I can't wait till I go to Japan one day industry. There's some great Korean snacks. There's some great Japanese snacks. The way people talk about it as if it's like Middle Earth inside of a Japanese 7-Eleven kind of like drives me crazy. Yes, it's a great place to go get like some onigiri for breakfast or something like that. It's not as good as like a real restaurant, man. It's just, I'm begging you. Especially like when those videos where they like go into a 7-Eleven and they buy like a Calbee pizza flavored potato chip and then review it like it's the Great British Bake Off. This shit makes me laugh like every time, man. We would never get pizza flavored chips in North America. Oh, really? What about Pringles? Yeah, but these aren't Pringles, man. In Japan, they're doing it a little bit different. They're like Ruffles, kind of. It's a totally different, because it's just better, man. It's just better there. Anyway, that's all I got. The sandwiches go pretty hard too. Yeah, if you like a sandwich that's 80% mayonnaise baked on like the worst Wonder Bread of all time. I do. More power to the more. If a lot of people loved each other, the world would be a better place to live. Tommy Wiseau. Why would you not get onigiri if you're in Japan? First off, when I'm in Japan, I get onigiri. Secondly, one answer might be because your ass is there for like fucking 14 days or something like that. You might want to mix it up a little bit. Can't eat at Jiro Dreams of Sushi restaurant every night, man. There's probably a wait list, I'd have to imagine. Fuck you, dude. It's the hardest level in video game history. You ever consider making this for Checkpoint League? No PB recorded yet. That's because I'm a different kind of beast. I'm just gonna get S tier the first time I finish the level. Please just set a time. I'm trying. That's what's gonna drive you crazy. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Now it's pissing me off because I remember that I paid 40 bucks for this shit. Please just slow down a tiny bit. Oh, here I go. Oh, I slowed down a tiny bit and I fell in the water. Here. There you go. There you go. Okay, slowed down. See, now what am I supposed to... I just fell in the water because she's got margarine shoes, man! Christian Margarine? The hell is that? Okay, let me up. Thank you so much for letting me up. Okay. We at least got a time. We need to hit the water jet elevator first try. We can't stall for that. That's good enough. You don't understand. You don't get it. And you may never. One day this shit's gonna be in the finals, and I'm gonna fucking... I'm gonna make you ashamed of your words and your deeds, okay? I'm gonna make you bend the knee. Can he not jump when he's on the ground? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, brother. That's the thing, fucking Schrodinger's Doki Doki Panic. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you just float off the edge. All right, already, we all float off. This is my mesmer. I know, it was mine too. Oh my god, I floated. You can float up there, okay. Float earlier. Float at the height of your jump. At the peak of the height of your jump. That's it. Wait, okay, we got new tech at the start. Yeah, you just need to slow it down. Do you need to slow it down a second there? Can she jump off the water? You're just now figuring it out, Keck W. You have to realize that I'm not like other streamers. You insulting my video game prowess is actually, like, I'm so fucking normal that it's actually complimentary to me. And in fact, casts great aspersions on the strength of your own character that you think it's, like, societally valuable to be good at Super Mario Bros. 2 Doki Doki Panic Edition. It makes you look like what you're trying to make me look at in your eyes. It's like that classic "you're so skibbity, like you don't know this song is about you" type situation. You know, that Carly Simon bit. Like, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I'm out there, you know, teaching my kid how to throw a frisbee with a fucking wicked left hook. I'm out there taking her to pasta restaurants, and then when we walk in, she's like, "Why are we here?" And I'm like, "You said you wanted pasta." And she's like, "Yeah, not this pasta." And I'm like, fuck, dude, now I gotta drive to the other side of the fucking neighborhood? I mean, that's what my weekends are looking like. Picked up my daughter from her class. I said, "Kate, do you want anything for lunch?" She said, "Where are you going?" I said the name of an Italian restaurant. She said, "Get me one of their sandwiches." I said, "No problem, my kid loves their pasta." Or our kid loves their pasta. Went to the restaurant. She said, "I don't like the pasta here," just walked out. Went to a different pasta restaurant. All of a sudden, I'm like, fuck, I gotta go back to the other side of the... I gotta go back to the first restaurant to get the sandwich that I promised my wife. By the time I got the sandwich back, it was time to pick up my kid from the activity that I dropped her off at after we had lunch. It never ends, man. Hold. Up, over. At the height of the jump. That's the one. Just jump on the fish's tail. Kate, I think you'll find there's no fish on the screen. Whales are mammals, okay? Show some respect. That's the one. That's the one. Fuck that one up. 135. Dude, I thought it was like 153. We make it. Super Mario 2 will be finished today. And that's on fleek. Now, honestly, I don't think Nintendo would ever do us the disservice of putting this in the World Championships anyway. But if they do, I've already practiced it enough anyway. Beautiful. Land here, stall, don't stall. I was gonna let you have it. I was gonna hit you with a combination the likes of which you haven't seen since fucking, I don't know, something that's famous for combinations. A safe cracker. Fuck you, dude. I just feel like this is the one. Fuck you. Best combination since Pizza Hut Taco Bell. One day I gotta make a trip out to that Taco Bell in Port Coquitlam, man. I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know what all the fuss is about. Told you. The fuck is this? World 1-1 Dream Run? Clear World 1-1 Dream Run? Is this Birdo? Get in the door, Shinji. One day I gotta learn the lore of why they made like the perfect video game. And then when they made the second one, they said, nah, bro. We're gonna like completely change everything. Is this even where I'm supposed to be? Like what what am I doing, man? How do you not know the lore? 'Cause I'm fucking watching, like, Russian movies, man. Not YouTube essays. I'm not really watching much of anything these days, except what I eat after dinner. But if I were... That's not true. I did watch, like, 17 minutes of The Matrix on Friday. Name 3 Tarkovsky films. Okay, Stalker, Solaris, and Samurai Jack. Did I get it? He's in. Good one? I know enough to get myself in trouble. Like, they really fundamentally changed the DNA of Mario, huh? They said, you know how you jumped on enemies' heads? That was the only way you could interact with them in the first game? Well, in the second game, it doesn't do anything. Have fun. Eat shit. Can I just get up there by riding this board? I don't think so, brother. You can do a charge jump off the bird. Oh. Let's see Gendy Tartakovsky find that one out. I don't think so, Samurai Jack. What in the Rocco's modern life is this? At least they kept the back boost. Like, back boosting still works. Can you super jump as a little boy? Or is that like man technology? You can do it as a little boy, okay. That's good. We'll damage boost then. Fuck you. BRB signing my kid up for the Olympics. When you find out that being the best 25-meter rapid pistol shooter in the world still means you have to work Monday to Friday as a dental hygienist. I know, it's not fair. It's not fair. But then it's our fault, because we're only watching that shit once every 4 years, if even then. It's our fault, man. Meanwhile, like, you know, Jason Tatum's making like $45 million a year. He's not even good at basketball. I'm insane. What? Get out of my face, you piece of junk! Hey NL, just want you to know Jason Tatum's actually pretty good at basketball. Oh, really? Who won Finals MVP this year then? You can ride it. Fuck you. Skibbity Jalen. Brown is boosting Tatum's stat line. Brown is boosting Tatum's stat line. I'm Skibbity Tatum. Dude, I know you hate it now, but in like a couple of days, people are going to be like, they're going to start to admit it. They're going to say, honestly, I hated it at first, reflexively, but the Skibbity bits are kind of hidden now. What? He's better than Thatcher Demko. They're incomparable because they play completely different sports. Like, I probably go ahead and say my guess is that Thatcher Demko is better at basketball than Jason Tatum is at stopping a slap shot. Although, honestly, he might be better at like not getting injured than Demko, which would be kind of an asset right now for the Canucks. Jason Tatum's top 5? Yeah, top 5 at being 5th best player in the league. Fuck you, dude. Yeah, that's top 5. That's not top 5, that's 5th. You will never get this. Apollo, you seeing this shit? This blew my mind back in 1990. This and, like, realizing you could poop in the toilet instead of just in your diaper. Then you gotta land on this fucker right away, then you just wait here. Do not jump, do not jump. Okay, A+! After you super jump off the bird, you need to go through the left door. That doesn't seem right to me. That seems like bait. Chat, is this real? This is where gaming went wrong, man. Like, why are there so many routes? Whatever happened to just, like, move right? Fuck you. It's real bait. There's a bomb skip on the left door. What does that mean? Oh, a skip you can bomb. Or a bomb you can skip? If I go in that door and I see Mouser, I'm turning the stream off. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's on fleek. Sorry, the cool thing about Mario 2 is, like, sometimes the jump button just doesn't work. Fuck you. Fuck you. If you blow up some rocks on the left door, you get a skip to Birdo. Fuck you, man. Someone should check on the shots after fuck you guy. You could do, like, a push-up every time I say fuck you. That'd be, like, fine. Don't do it. I mean, it's Monday. You're really gonna do, like, 100 shots? Like, that's just not... That's a failure of health and a failure of character, brother. On a Friday, sure. 100, 150 drinks. Like, I'm sure it goes crazy. So what's the door you want me to go through? 100 beers would probably kill you. It'd probably kill you. It's a light night for a guy like me. Oh, you didn't know beers in Canada are 1 milliliter each. Oh, sorry, officer, sorry. Oh, they died? They followed my advice and they died? Oh, I forgot to mention, every beer I drink is 1 milliliter. It's a single drop from a micro pipette. Yeah, I drank like 1,000 beers last night. Come on, man! I thought you said 1 million liters. You ever see the tweet that is like, the tweet says something like, I'm in my 30s and the only 2 ways that people I have fun are either by giving themselves amnesia or by giving themselves diarrhea? There's some damn truth to that, man. What does it mean? By the time you're in your 30s, you're either like weed maxing or alcohol maxing. One of which is amnesia, the other one is diarrhea. And amnesia. And a lot of other stuff too. Fuck you, dude. You can't just hit me with 3 question marks. I'm speaking the truth, man. Other 30-somethings know. Look at this fucking route. Fuck you, Mario. Fitness maxing common too. Yeah, some people are doing all three, I guess. Fitness maxing is like, I don't know, I think it's great as long as you don't get annoying about it. It's very easy to get annoying about it and not even notice it. Wait for it. Into the door and a bomb skip. Squam, squam. Just learn the route, man. Okay, so we come over here. That's gonna be a bomb. I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it. I will say, and I listen, I understand some of you are gonna be in this camp. You're not gonna like this, but I'm just gonna say it is my truth right now, and you can try to dissuade me from having this opinion. Most annoying type of guy in his 30s is definitely the guy who's addicted to self-improvement. And I'm not, you can be into fitness or like nutrition without being like a self-improvement bro. I don't think there's anything wrong with like improving yourself, but like cold plunge, perineum sunning, mouth taping, room temperature water, because that's how like the cavemen did it back in the day, like that sort of stuff, that's where it becomes like I'm going to describe it perhaps uncharacteristically rudely as mental illness. Maybe that's characteristically rudely, but mewing, I don't know. Hey, that's got benefits, man. Mewing changes lives or something. Please just at my mom. Don't air your mom out like that. She loves you probably. What is mouth tape? It's when you like duct tape your mouth when you fall asleep because, I don't know, because you need something to do. You can't just be spending 16 hours on self-improvement every day. You got to spend an extra 8 hours while you're sleeping too. I have a beard. Yeah, so do they. I don't know how they make it work. There's probably like a proprietary tape they sell in their stores or something like that. Yeah, I guess it causes you to be forced to breathe through your nose or die. I'm going to assume you probably breathe through your nose automatically instead of passing away, but I can't know for sure, I guess. Fuck you, man. By the way, if a doctor diagnoses you and like prescribes you to do this, you should do it. Don't say like my favorite streamer said no, because like at the end of the day, I don't really know what I'm talking about. I just feel like at some point, shouldn't you be like, you know, mouth taping? Shouldn't you be taping your kid's birthday party? Fuck you, dude. Is it not healthy to breathe through your mouth when you're sleeping? I guess that's their hypothesis. I don't really know the purposes of it. I just think like there's nothing at age 30 that I'd rather talk like less about than someone's like supplement stack they're using to delude themselves into thinking that they're not going to die someday, or that they're going to wake up like, despite being 40, they're going to wake up like looking 27 tomorrow. Like it's just not going to happen. I think for me, my kindred spirit is guy who's like accepted that he's gonna die someday and is like, let's do with that information what we will. Gotta stand on the other tile, man. That or like 37-year-old man who still likes Elon Musk. Like I feel like in 2000 and even 2016, 2017, you could kind of like have plausible deniability. But now, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Did you see he's talking about the Olympics are satanic and he's wearing the devil cosplay in his profile picture? I just like... Sorry, don't ban me on X. That's where I get some of my best stream bits. It's the everything app, man. It's all happening here. Okay. Yeah, I think for me, it was like the cave. Where the one dude was like, Elon, we don't need your shitty submarine to save the people trapped in the cave. And he was like, well, you're a pedophile. And everyone was like, what? And then he isn't. So he like sued him and won. And I was kind of like, maybe this guy isn't the Iron Man of the 21st century. Or I was going to say 22nd century. Fuck you. We can do better. Clean it up. Yeah, we'll clean it up a little. That was... And then the process of buying Twitter was just hilarious. Is when he brought the sink into the... Anyway. He brought the sink into the place. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I gotta go to Taco Bell. You're right. They should make, like... Is there an overnight oats for lunch? Sorry to all the Elon stands. You can listen again. You can unmute. I didn't say anything about Elon coin or fucking like Soul Doge or whatever. I'm not trying to make your bags heavier, okay? Hey Nemo, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. There's got to be like an overnight oats for lunch. And I don't just mean overnight oats because you can obviously eat them whenever. But I mean like, you know, in the morning you want something that's slow digesting, carb rich, so that you can eat breakfast and like have energy for the rest of the morning. Then at lunch you kind of want to like even that shit out. You want a little carbs, little protein, little fat maybe. Is there like an overnight oats analog that hits those macros, can be prepared overnight and hang on, focus. I'm actually progress maxing. And then the most important thing, can be consumed in... I'm not good on the right side, bro. Can be consumed in 3 minutes. I'm talking about like a nutrition puck or something like that. Some kind of nutritional puck that tastes amazing. Maybe I just fucking eat overnight oats 2 times a day. Maybe that's the ticket, man. Gotta think about it. I mean, the rotisserie chicken maxing is working out okay, but... You gotta put 90 seconds in the microwave, and then it takes a little while to eat, and the Nando's peri peri sauce is getting sort of expensive. Like, overnight oats just, it solved breakfast like so well that I'm like, it's left a hole in my lunch, man. And not in a good way, like a simit or something like that. Okay, you get out of my face. Wow, I'm ass. They made me do the do of shame. We take those. Eat my shit and die. I was so mad at that one. Isn't making overnight oats equivalent to like taking 2 flights on a private jet? You take that shit up with the Quaker company, okay? That shit is not my fault. They don't put the carbon footprint on the fucking bag, okay? Sorry, I can't hear you. What's your overnight oats recipe? You'll find a better one online. I'm not going to tell you mine, because it just gives you an extra data point to criticize me. Find your own Rushmore and eat them that way. Yo, my wife got me lunch. That's the most convenient lunch you can get, man. Someone else buying you lunch and delivering it right to your desk. Maybe this is what we should do every day. Unasked for. Look at the speed, man. The speed, the power. Whoa! Okay, this is new PB territory as long as you don't mess with it. So just take a second, like we could probably speed up there. What the hell was that, dude? You get out of my face. Again. Nice PB. Me at the peanut butter store. Fuck you, dude. I'll tell you, peanut butter is in the overnight oats recipe. That's all you need to know, though. I've already said too much. And none of that natural peanut butter either. I'm talking about Kraft, before the peanut butter went woke. Fuck you, dude. What Greek yogurt do you use? Whatever's on sale. What oats do you use? Red bag. Chia seeds? Yep, you got it. What about cereal with yogurt in it? What about it, brother? It's your breakfast. None of my business, quite frankly. Can it hold a candle to overnight oats? No, probably not, but like it's a perfectly cromulent way to start your day, I'm sure. Worth. Actually worth? Chia seeds are god-awful. I think they're pretty good as long as you like... When I eat them, I always just think I'm eating on a juicy like fish egg or something like that. And then I'm like, mmm. Yummy. Yummers. How many Coke Zeros is too many? Broski, why'd you have to tweet that stuff? Now I'm getting fighting game Andes in here trying to start like diet soda wars. Dudes who jerk off 10 times a day trying to tell me that I should have some self-control. Like it's madness. I never asked for this. I just want to play Super Mario Brothers 2, my favorite game, okay? I'm just minding my own business, and then people come to me and say, hey, I fucking hate you and I disagree with everything you've ever said. And I say like, oh, sorry. And they go, why are you attacking me? It's pathetic energy, man. You know, a Diet Coke might mellow you out a little bit. Or the opposite, like speed you up a little bit. You got to change your pace at some point because I'm not sure if you're Russian or you're Dragon, but it's having deleterious impacts. Okay, this is PB pace. I like you and agree with everything you've ever said. Somehow even worse. We take those. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Why can't he make the jump, dude? I told my therapist your Coke Zero story. I didn't even read the rest of it because I think that you need a new therapist. I don't know. I don't know how it works. It's probably good. I don't know. Keep rolling it. Whatever. Holy cow, I didn't get hit. Greatest line in history. Now, how do you make the jump? Worth, and then go way over top. I'm better on the left side. This shit like NHL 94. Very slight fumble. This should be S. Yes! All right, Kate, are you ready to stream? Mario 2? I never want to see you again. How do you keep the cottage cheese from going bad in the overnight oats? The cottage cheese?